Hello and welcome to episode 121.
Are you sure?
Quite positive, I've just looked on YouTube.
You got to check though, didn't you?
Yep. Anyway, for this session I've been joined by Ginge, who we saw recently when we fished at Sevington.
I kicked your butt.
And we haven't seen him for a while. Quite a few of you, weirdly enough, have been asking me where's Keith lately in my videos, so
drag me out.
For those who have missed him, here he is.
Yeah,
but anyway, for this session we're fishing 48 hours, and I've brought these two down to one of my sort of favourite fishing spots. That's todber Manor, and we're on Big Hayes Lake. They're both seen the blogs here, both wanted to have a go here, so we're here.
I didn't see the vlogs. No, I didn't see them either.
Yeah, I was just making it up to sound more popular.
Alright, let's go with it.
Well then, we've only just literally got the rods in the water, so no action yet. So yeah. So, till something carpy happens, let's go fishing.
Load up from the gilly.
The silly gilly. Oh, Winston, wrong, way to the left. No, they landed in Ginge's swim. Oh, they're going to be close. Right then guys, just rushing around to...
No, it's in the bush. It's in the bush? Oh, you've gone around the corner, haven't you? You have to go in. Put it through.
Alright, first bit of carpy action to Ginge, which is a bit surprising really, because things are normally scared off of Gingers. Nice bend in the rod.
There's a weight on it. Might be a catfish. It is a catfish one. Is it? It's a bit light.
Feel good?
No, it's caught me up. Big time.
What's it in the rushes?
Which rushes? Oh, straight out there. Pull up this end so you can take it.
Right guys, we'll come back to this when Ginger's either landed it or lost it. Shouldn't. What happened, Ginge?
Lost it. Lost.
Do you reckon that's down to the fish knowing what they're doing, or due to your inexperience?
I was taking guidance from you.
Never mind mate, plenty more time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right then guys, while we're going through a bit of a quiet spell, I thought I'd show me swim and the spots I'm fishing. So for those of you who know Big Hayes, I'm fishing sort of on the first side you come to as you approach the lake, and I'm fishing right at the far end. Second swim from the end. Don't know the peg number, but as I've already said, fishing 3 rods. My right hand rod is fishing, no, if I can get me pointer, see that little gap there? I'm aiming for that gap with my right hand rod. It looks like I'm sort of aiming way off to the left, sort of in this shot, but it's not really, to be fair. And then my middle rod is aiming just ever so slightly to the left, just sort of this little gap in the trees here. But in reality that's probably only about a rod length apart. And then my left hand rod, I just sort of underarm chucked it, and if you can guess where, right here where them damn bloody coots are. And that bleep, it was the coots. So it must be shallow there, because they're absolutely mullering all the pellet I chucked in to bait up for the cats. For those of you who watched my recent blog when I was here at Paddock Lake, I've got exactly the same rig on that that left hand rod. I mean exact same rig, so hopefully, but I think I'm going to have to chuck it out a little bit further into deeper water because those coots are just absolutely mullering all the freebies I've put out there. I'd like this side wind to settle down as well a bit because it makes casting a bit awkward as well with a bit of a side wind. So for going into the night, I'd like to be dead accurate on these spots here. Right, anyway, we'll leave it there. Hopefully we can come back to you with some fishy action soon. Well, the heavens have opened. I've recast my left hand cat rod out a bit deeper. Further out into deeper water seems to have done the trick because the bird seems to be leaving that area alone now. I had just recast my right hand rod and now the heavens have opened. At least I get to test out the waterproofness of my new Fox Camo brolly. Ducks seem to be enjoying themselves anyway. Look at that for a rainbow, guys. In fact, the screen doesn't do it justice of how bright it actually is. It's well bright. It doesn't really show up how bright it is on screen.
I wish I'd have zoomed on that one.
Right then guys, my first bit of carpy action, and it's put a hell of a bend in the rod. Only just recast all my rods with a bit less wind blowing. I was able to get them more onto me spots where I wanted them. And this is my first bit of action. Probably about 5 hours into the session now. And it's bloody pulling well, that's for sure. Wasn't exactly a rip-roaring run though, was it?
No, it went up quite quietly.
Just sort of pulled. That's normally the sign of a 30-pounder.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was a bream. Oh, it's a cat.
It could be.
No, you'll feel a cat. It tends to. They can go backwards, can't they?
Whatever it is, it's putting a decent bend in the rod.
Don't lose it.
What is this? We'll come back when he loses it.
Yeah.
Right then guys, that fish is now on the bank. And I was here catching these up on Paddock Lake I don't know, whatever it was, about 5-6 weeks ago.
Hey mister, is that a tadpole?
And into them again. Not even on my rod I've got designated for the cats, but on one of my rods I've got designated for the carp. On a solid PVA bag. Just little 12mm wafters back to back as the old West Country Baits Bio-Cream. And it's got, what was it, 15?
15 and a half?
Yeah, 15 and a half. It absolutely put up a, if this was a carp I would have said it was a 30 pounder all day long the way it fought. But as it is, it's a mid double cat. It's crapped in me waistling. That means I'm not blanking. Get in. Right then guys. I've got no idea what the time is. I don't think it's too late. But just let me second fish. And it's another cat. Not on the rod that I've got designated for the cats, but on the middle rod, what's meant to be for the carp. Yeah, not a lot to say about it really. It's quite distinctive. I don't know if you can see it in this low light, but its right hand whisker is it's kind of split at the end. So yeah, £10.4. Yeah, not a lot else to say really about it. Let's get her back. Right, this is what you use guys when you don't know how to cast properly.
Ain't mine, I'm doing it for him.
Looks like it's going to sink.
It's not Keith's one.
Oh, bothering a bird. Right then guys, let's just went to recast me rods. Picked up my right hand rod. And it was a fish on. Not exactly very big. I'm sure you might be able to see it if Keith zooms in on it, but yeah, absolutely no indication whatsoever on the alarms. Like I say, I just went to pick up the rod for a recast and this little thing was on the end.
You thought it was your bait, didn't you?
Looks a bit of a weird kind of carp. It looks sort of
Crucian-y.
common cross crucian, doesn't it, the shape of it, but and Ginge just had one of these on as well. It managed to come off before he netted it, so oh well, fish number 3, the all count. Alright guys, I've now finally caught first proper carp. Only just rechucked both rods, you know, for fresh hook baits and all that malarkey. Just had a little bream before this one. Literally just before. I'd only put the rod back up against the bivvy when this rod was going off. So finally getting into the carp now. 11, what did I say this was?
10.
11:10. Yeah, so
I think his scales are out.
Yeah. That's them cheap rubber eating.
right. Got 2 rods to get back out now, so better crack on. I'll tell you what, you really know when it's summer in this country, because it's raining all the bloody time. Right guys, just had another fish. And another one of these little things. Old Stephen Simon from Team Banana had turned up a couple of hours ago. Apparently they say these are F1s, which is a mix between common carp and crucian carp. You can definitely tell that from the shape of them. That's not a monster, but we're still catching. Just it was a little bit bigger. And guys, it's still raining. You can probably hear the racket the rain's making on the bivvy. Oh, while it's a bit wet to be outside, re-bagging up on the my PVA bag rigs I've used so far. There you go. Nothing too complicated. I'm using the older West Country Baits Biocream wafters. There's a sort of 12mm, two 12mm baits, but I've shaved a bit off of each one, and then I'll put them back to back so it's more like a dumbbell shape. Size 8 wide gape hook, about 4 inches, supple braid, inline lead, and the lead-free leader. They're preparing, all my baits all cut up, ready to go. Yeah, so just a bit of preparation really, because I've used up all my PVA bags I had already tied. All I can swing the camera around. You can see them all. There's all my rigs there. Look, I've had to hang them up in the bivvy to dry because of the rain. So yeah, so hanging the rigs. Well, I've hung the rigs there to dry. They are dry now, so. Anyway, session, it's been a bit, I mean, I know I've had what, 2 cats, 1 carp, a couple of F1s, but we're coming up for about, oh, not quite 24 hours, we're probably about 20 hours into the session now. I mean, I've had a few fish, but for some reason, in Keith and Ginger's swim, it's just not happening. But I'll tell you, like, Keith and Ginge did have a fish on, and he just got it to the margins and just about sort of touched it before it come off, so we are counting it. But for some reason Keith hasn't had anything yet. Don't know why. He's not doing much different to what I'm doing, to be fair. He's using solid bags. The only difference is he's using lead clip rigs rather than inline lead, so to be fair, that shouldn't really make any difference whatsoever. Not on here. Be nice hopefully to hit into some of the bigger carp in here, that's for sure. There we go. One solid bag. All made up. So, yeah, so I mean, you've seen already Ginger's got his bait boat. So he's dropping his rigs tight to reeds and that. I'm casting, but I'm getting tight to the reeds. I'm sort of landing within 6 inches to a foot of the reeds over there. Which some of the casts, how well they've gone, I've quite impressed myself, to be fair. Nice if this rain eased off a bit more though, because after all it's meant to be a social. You can't have much of a social when it's lashing down, unless you want to get soaking wet. Right, and I carry on doing these, so I've got another 9 rigs to rebait and rebag. So I'll hopefully get back to you and there's something a bit more carpy going on. Then again, doing rigs, bagging up, that's carpy, isn't it? Right then guys, not very happy. Now we've had a bit of rain, I've discovered a couple of leaks in my new camo super brolly. Show you what I mean. Let's get a bit of water first. Pop the port over the edge here. Right, come this way, cameraman. Yeah, I've got a big old leak here in the corner, and underneath the boss cap on the inside I've got another leak in here. So that's 2 leaks I've got in my new super brolly. I'm not very happy about it. Something's gonna have to be done about it. Not happy at all. Right guys, the left hand rod, which I've got out designated for the cats, has finally gone. Didn't even hear it go because I was at me distance sticks measuring up me new spod rod. Gonna have a play with my new spod rod that I bought yesterday. Lucky enough, Ginger was telling me swim and noticed the rod pulling off. And it is a cat in it. Is it a cat?
Oh, that's a carp.
No, it's a cat. It is a... Very nice and coming straight towards me, whatever it is. It is a carp.
It is a nice carp.
It's all back to front. I'm catching the cats on the carp rods and the carp on the cat rod. But it looks a nice looks a nice common anyway. Right, let's sort this out and we'll show you close up in a minute. Fish is on the bank and a nice 11 pound 12 ounce common on the cat rod. So it's all back to front at the moment. I think I should swap my rigs over. Got to dedicate this fish to Ginge as well because he was the one that noticed the take, but I think it's his fault that my alarm was on quiet for some strange reason.
You turned it off.
Right, get a few pickies and then get her back. Thought I'd have a little play with my new spod rod, guys. Then I've got a nice open water swim. Be rude not to have a little play with my spod rod. A few pellets out there because that's where the catfish have been coming from, so it makes sense to put a bit of bait out there really. Right then guys, fish on for Ginge again. Let's hope you don't lose it this time. Oh.
Well, don't you jinx me. Carp or cat? I don't know.
Yeah, don't let it get in my swim.
That's a free spirit motion there.
What, you're the free spirit?
Oh, that's an old boy.
Is it? There we go. Looks a decent one.
I'll knock it off for you if you want, Jim.
Fish in a net.
Thank God for that.
Right then guys, Ginger's finally landed his first fish. About 24 hours, 25 hours into the session.
Oh. £19.
Bait, rig, rod.
Bait was Pacific tuna, little dumbbell. The rod was a free spirit, just have to add that in.
Still lively.
Yeah. Come on. I finally got one on there. And it's bigger than Chris's.
That's it, lift it up a bit higher. That's it. Oh yeah, we got a little side bet going on guys. £2 for the biggest fish, £2 for the most total. And Ginger's just took biggest fish.
About time. Lovely.
Nice one mate.
Cheers.
It was nearly wet before we got in there.
Back off to the deep, so she can tell her friends to get the bigger fish into my swim.
Big daddy.
You like a big daddy, do you?
You dirty bugger.
Right guys, another fish. And another one of these little F1s. I don't know if these are just recently stocked in here or not, but I've never caught one of these F1s that was big A's before, and now I've had 3 in a day, so I don't know whether I've just been lucky before or unlucky this session, whatever way you want to look at it, but puts another couple of pound on me total tally, doesn't it Keith?
Oh yeah.
That other £2 coming my way I think.
Oh no.
Right, let's get this little thing back. Guys, as you can see, we're all fat scallywags. None of us could be bothered to cook this evening, so me and Ginge have got pizzas, and Keith has got a cracking bit of fish. It's the only bit of fish he's had this weekend. Yeah, we couldn't be bothered to cook. Fishing's been a bit slow, so thought we'd treat ourselves to takeaway today. How's your fish? Has it got a boilie in it?
Yeah. Tastes a bit pellety.
Well, yeah, not a lot's happened today to be fair, it's been a bit quiet. But do our food, do a recast for the night once all that's done. What could be more carpy than eating takeaway in the bank?
Fish in the bank.
We've got food.
And it's on the bank, I suppose.
Right then guys, we're with Ginge again.
I'm catching up with you. £20 on the nose. Saw a few carp in the middle, just topping around. I thought might as well have a go at them. And this one turns up.
And then just as you landed that, my middle rod raced off and unfortunately I lost it.
Karma.
Nice one, mate.
She is nice.
Nice fish. Right then guys, after I've just lost another fish, we're back with ginge.
This is getting good. £12 10. 12.10. I'm catching up with you, Chris.
Ginger's about 2.5 pounds under me now in the total weight challenge.
Caught on the Pacific tuna, CC more bait, right over in the margins next to the reeds. I'm happy with this one.
I bet you are, just after I lost one as well. The one I lost was a catfish as well. I see its tail slap on the surface.
It's all about the carp.
Fish is fish. Yeah. Catfish is just as much of a challenge. Jammy git. Yeah. Right guys, after 2 fish losses in a row, I've finally got another one. £18 on the nose. And if it looks like I'm not in my swim,
it's because you're in Ginge's.
I'm in Ginge's swim. Now what happened, I'd only just recast me rods after the lost fish. Pretty much straight away, after putting on the bobbin and back lead and everything, this fish went tearing away. Unfortunately, it went tearing away into Ginge's swim, tangled up Ginge's right rod, and so sort of Ginge brought it into his swim on his rod.
So I do get half.
So cheers Ginge, that was sort of teamwork really to get this one in. So
I should get a mention as well, I netted a bit.
yeah, cheers.
The Gilly Keith netted it.
It's a bit of a shared fish, this one really. It was on my rig, but Ginge sort of played it in, to be fair, so I think this is a 50-50 fish if you want to count it that way. Alright, as you can see she's quite lively, so we better get her back. Morning guys. As you can probably see, no rods out at the moment. Just had to quickly wind in and go and use the on-site facility, shall we say. Quiet night last night for me. Just been to see Ginge. He said he had 2 runs in the night, which unfortunately he both lost. As for Keith, well, haven't even heard from him in the night, so safe to say there's been no activity over there. Alright, need to get these rods back out. Try and catch another fish. So I'm only 4.5 pound in front of Ginge, so I need to get some fresh rigs out to try and extend that gap a bit. Right then guys, I've only just recast all 3 rods, and within 5 minutes, middle rod went absolutely steaming off. I've just had a hell of a fight trying to get this fish out of Ginge's swim.
Again.
Whoa, that's a big tadpole. Come on, you big tadpole. And 21-12 catfish. Is it having a piss? Yeah, give me a hell of a fight. Bent my rod double. Went into Ginge's swim, so I had to bully it a bit to get it round from them reeds, because we didn't want the same problem that we had yesterday. But yeah, catfish number 3 puts me about £26 back ahead of Ginge again. Nice marbled colours on these catfish as well in this lake. Right. Oh, and it's crapping in me wasteling as well, and catfish poo smells. Right. I think we'll get a few photos and then get her back.
Chris, your viewers want you to fall in.
What the viewers call... Oh, there it goes. Well, that wasn't hanging around, was it?
I don't think I got that.
Right then guys, just had my third fish in the morning. Number 2 I didn't show you because it was only a nasty little bream. But all these fish seem to be coming straight after a recast, so they're obviously liking the fresh attraction of the pellets in the PVA bag. This one's 1310. Puts me a comfortable lead back in front of Ginge again. Right, she looks like quite lively, so let's just get it straight back. Right guys, back with Ginge, and he's just fluked out another one.
Fluked it out. It was hard graft that got this one. £13.4. Chris is getting a little bit scared because I'm catching up with him again.
Not at all.
But yeah, it's a lovely common.
Nice one, mate.
Even if she did poop on me.
Right then guys, we're down to our last couple of hours fishing. Most of the kit's packed away. I re-chucked all 3 rods on my last 3 PVA bags that I had made up. Had an occurrence before this fish on the same rod where it was absolutely tearing off and lifted into nothing. Recast it. About 5 minutes later, this one, what was it? 11?
It's £12.
£12. So,
We could call it 11 if you want.
so, nice looking fish. Right, get a bag. Guys, come to the end of our 48-hour session now. Well, I think me and Ginge have been fishing. I think Keith's been playing golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a alright session for a couple of us.
Yeah. One let the side down.
Yeah, I think he's blaming swim choice, but but yeah, anyway, yeah, it's been a good weekend fishing as far as I'm concerned. We've had been a good social, we've had a few good laughs. Keith?
Yeah.
I've got to be fair, I think you're the first person I know of to have blanked on you.
Yeah. I think it's the fact that when you come in, you expect to get the swim you picked, even you were here first, and then somebody robs you.
Anyway, I believe we had a little wager going on, lads. We had a little wager going on, didn't we?
Tuppence on it. How much did you win? Oh, you're going to have to wait, I've got notes in the car now.
What the hell's that shrap?
Just tell me, you didn't say we were going to do it here.
Anyway, yeah.
Don't give it to him, Chris. He had catfish, it didn't count.
Oh yeah.
Right then, I'll have to get Keith shrapnel later on. Right guys, if you've watched...
Just take his fishing gear.
It's not worth £4.
Oh yeah.
Well, the same fucking rods as yours.
Anyway guys, if you've watched up to this point, thank you very much. I think my next vlog will be in about 2 weeks time when I'm going to be going to Farlow's with my mate Lee again. Till then, tight lines.